and welcome to another week of Daily Devotions. This week, our topic is proverbial wisdom. So, as you might guess, we're going to be in the books of wisdom in the Hebrew Scriptures, Hebrew Bible, the Old Testament, and the book of Proverbs. Now, today's, I admit, might get me in a little bit of trouble, particularly around the house. You see, the book of Proverbs was written by, I would guess, a man giving sagely advice to the young prince. Some of this comes across pretty patriarchal. You'll see what I mean in just a second, and we'll get into it. For example, today's proverbial wisdom that is given to the young prince is better to live in a far-off desert land than to live with a contentious wife. He repeats it. That's Proverbs 21:19. Proverbs 25:24. Better to live in the corner of the roof than living in the house with a contentious wife. That seems to me like you might be sleeping on the couch tonight, kid, if you're not watching your P's and Q's. The last one is 27:15. Like a constant drip of a sink is the consistent nagging of a contentious wife. One wonders where are all the things about a deadbeat husband? But anyway, the writer of Proverbs is given some advice about relationship and not only knowing who you are, but also, I would argue, that a contentious spouse, whether a wife or a husband, is one that tries to have their own way. Paul speaks about this in 1 Corinthians 13. True love doesn't insist on its own way. It doesn't keep records of wrong, doesn't try to force the object of their love, their spouse, their partner, to be something they're not. No, rather, in relationships, love is a two-way street, saying on the one hand, when I choose to marry you, I choose you above all others. Your good days, your bad days, your ugly days, your strengths and your weaknesses. A partnership in the truest sense of the word. And when two come together to share life and to attack whatever challenges they have together, good communication, working with one another and challenging each other to become and strive to be the best person God has made them to be. That's when a marriage or a partnership with two spouses who love each other really is a beautiful thing. But whenever I read those proverbial wisdoms from the old sage to the young prince, I think, yeah, it's really tough to live in a house. The house feels really small when your spouse is angry with you. I may love you, but at this moment, I don't really like you very much. That's why we ask God to be at every every wedding that we take our vows, these promises we make to each other, and ask God not only to be at the ceremony, but to be with us in a lifetime together. Because in one sense, we know when we say I do exactly what we're doing. I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Absolutely. Amen. But at the same time, we have no idea what tomorrow's bringing. No idea at all. It's a big leap of faith together, trusting each other as partners and trusting not only the love that we have for each other, but that God has for us and holds us both, the individuals we are and the partners we seek to be. I hope for those of you, whether you're married or single, whether you're thinking of this in terms of spouses or in general, your relationships, how your attitude and how you think about controlling who you are and being responsible for your own self-awareness while not seeking necessarily to change your brother or sister, but to own who you are in the love of Christ. Food for thought this day in a week of proverbial wisdom.